Prime's more professional than me, bruv. But let me go from the very start. I get the question a lot. I get the question. This is probably going to be a long stream as well. I get the question a lot. I even had to answer it yesterday because there's a lot of new people here. Why do you support West Ham United? I ask myself the same question every single day. I support West Ham United because of my parents. That's the reason why I support West Ham United. Both my parents are West Ham fans. My mum grew up in Bethnal Green. My dad grew up in Dagenham. My mum wasn't born in Bethnal Green, but she moved to Bethnal Green. Born in another country, the family moved here. They were actually close to moving to Birmingham, funny enough. So I wouldn't have been born otherwise. I wouldn't have been born if my mum's side of my family actually moved to Birmingham. But I was born in Chadwell Heath, raised in Chadwell Heath and all that. That's a kind of a West Ham area. I get comments a lot, like with random people just shouting, "Way West Ham!" when I'm walking out of a West Ham shirt. I had it today walking to the gym. So yeah, the West Ham used to train there. If you're a West Ham fan, you already know that. Like the senior team, the men's senior team especially. Now it's just the women's team and the academy team that still train there. But before we moved to the London Stadium, that was the go-to training ground as well. So there you go as well. Man's a Shamrock fan. Big up Touchline as well, bro. It's gassed. I hear it. Big up Warrior. West Ham fan reactions equals my profile pic on X. Big up. Fuck's sake, man. I'm not miserable, I promise. I'm not miserable, I promise. That's just the way I react. But yeah, I grew up in Chadwell Heath, and I'm from Chadwell Heath. Big up to Donsey as well. Appreciate you. Yeah, that is kind of, it's not really East London, but it's not really Essex at the same time. It's a bit debatable. It's London Borough of Whitbridge, but because of the postcode, people don't think it's London. But put it this way, people, the best way to explain it, the area that I grew up in, is the people in Essex don't claim us. The people in Essex don't claim us. I went college with people from Essex. They didn't know where it was. But people outside of East London also don't claim us either because they don't see us London. So it's one of them ones. It's very versatile community, but it's also very fucking boring. The best thing you can do, and Mellon will vouch. Did you get raided? Yeah, Lewis raided me. Big up to Lewis. I'm good, Lee. How are you, bro? Yeah, it's literally just a road. Chadwell Heath is a road. It's basically a road. It would take an hour literally to like walk around and stuff. Like that's basically what it is. Like people, but put it this way, people in Essex don't claim us. They don't claim us, and people like to do the whole postcode thing. RM goes across the A13, so you can't pin me with like the Greys lot. The Greys lot are proper Essex. You hear the way they speak, hear the way I speak. I don't speak like I'm from East London or Essex, but them man, they speak like they're proper Essex and all that. Like the only way is Essex and all that. My nan supports West Ham. My parents were from East London. No mads then. Big up Mike's 1K subs his to another 1K. Big up Wasim, bruv. Like Bromley in South East London. Yeah, a bit like that. I saw a debate about that the other day, fam. Nomads of East London, lol. You're just a small road in London. Basically. On your YouTube journey, how did you deal with the little to no growth in the first 2 years? Did you ever feel like giving up, and what kept you going? I'm going to star your comment, because I want to get to that. I'm going to star your comment, because I want to get to that, Prime. I'm going to star that, because that's a very important question on the journey. But yeah, to explain Chadwell Heath, RM and all that, but we're London, but we're not really that London. We're not Essex, but we're kind of Essex. We're not really. But grew up there, went to Chadwell Heath Primary School. Chadwell Heath Primary School, the only thing it's known for is for having Rhian Brewster. And I saw Rhian Brewster around then, but I didn't actually know I went to school with him until later. There's no one from here that's like famous or anything. The only famous people that are from Chadwell Heath are Rhian Brewster and Jessie J. You remember the singer Jessie J? Always on the radio, price tag, all them tunes. What else did she have? Do It Like a Dude. Them tunes you would hear on the radio. The pop tunes. Those are the only famous people from Chadwell Heath. We're not a known area, but I went to school there as well. Flying down to Bill, they think I made the money. What was the year you supported West Ham? Soon as I was born, basically. So what happened is, my mum and dad were like, because they both support West Ham, my kid's not going to support anyone else. So there's a baby picture. I don't actually have it, but it's a baby picture of like me in a cardigan that just has the West Ham badge on it, the old school West Ham badge. So when people say I had a choice, I didn't have a choice. I promise you I didn't have a choice. But yeah, I guess I wouldn't change it for the world, guys. But yeah, so primary school. What's primary school like? Primary school was good. Primary school was cool. I think everyone that was a football fan growing up wanted to be a footballer. Everyone was convinced that they wanted to be a footballer. My whole thing was, I want to be a footballer. I want to play. I would think my position I wanted to play was left wing because I wanted to be fast. I was not fast originally, but in primary school, yeah, every day was a race. Like year 1, year 2, every day was a race. If you weren't fast, you were shit. No one would rate you unless you were fast. If you're fast or tall. I was not tall. I'm still not tall, but I was slow at first, and then I had to prove myself. Then I was quick. Then as soon as I was quick, I wanted to play on the wing in football. I wanted to play on the wing straight up. Like left wing and all that. Not on a wing like Philly, like the football wing. Not that kind of wing before Prime says anything, because I know he's listening. But I just wanted to be like any fast winger in the Prem. Any fast winger you can think of, I wanted to be like that in the Prem. So 5'7", pretty much, yeah. It's like Spurs used to be Middlesex, but they changed their postcode in 1965. Yeah. But also, like, I don't know whether the postcode changed here, but it is similar. It is similar to what you're saying. Bro had no choice, exactly. Bro was born into football poverty. Yes, exactly. Nah, facts, pace equals GOAT status in primary. You see, everyone that goes primary school, that went primary school in the UK, I can't speak for any other country, if you were fast or tall, you were rated. I wasn't rated, really, until I got fast. I wasn't really a popular kid either, to be fair. I was just a weird guy, bro. I was just a weird guy. I'm still a weird guy, but just not as weird as I used to be. Mike's wanted to play on the wing, but didn't catch a K. Didn't want to catch a case, I hear it. Exactly. Not that kind of wing. So, that happened. I basically just wanted to just emulate any footballer that I liked. So when it came to like football, around 2011, I was like 8. So I don't remember what year of school that was, but that's when 2010-11 season was the first time I properly started watching football. It was, I would say I remember like 2008, 2009, like certain games, but the only reason why I say 2010-11 is because I remember going to games then for the first time. So my first West Ham game was West Ham Bolton. We lost 3-1. But I think the next game was West Ham Chelsea. We lost 3-1. There's a lot of Chelsea fans in the chat, so I'm sure you'll enjoy that. And then the next one was West Ham Blackburn, and I think we drew 0-0. I'm not too sure. So the first 3 games where I went to Upton Park, I didn't have a season ticket. We didn't win. The story of my life. It was under Avron Grant, to be fair. So we did get relegated in that season. But that kind of sums up my life as a West Ham fan. Our football coaches rating players on attitude, not ability. I hear it. You're a weirdo. Not like that. But, yeah, primary school, trying to emulate any footballer. The problem is, yeah, I'm a very, and you'll see this on streams and stuff as well. If there's a lot of loud characters in the room, I'll sit back and be quiet. That is kind of how I am. I don't really want to be shouting over anyone. I want to hear people speak, and then I don't want to speak. I want to have actual conversations. It's a bit like that in football. Everyone in football in primary school wanted to be an attacker, so did I. But I also wanted to win. I'm a competitive guy. I want to just win games. So I sat back in defence because nobody else would. So then I put myself in defence, really. So I kind of had to learn how to be okay at defending. And do you know what the thing is, growing up in Chadwell Heath, is that it was one of them areas, because of the West Ham training ground, where if you said you had a trial at West Ham, people would believe you. I never lied. I never had a trial at West Ham. I never forced anyone to, I never forced it on anyone. It was like, I had a trial at West Ham and all that. I fucking wish I did. And I think I tried to get one, but obviously I couldn't get into one because I was fucking shit. But a lot of people I know had a trial at West Ham. I've got friends that made it to semi-pro, but not actual professional footballers. Fun fact, actually, speaking of that, my uncle played in a West Ham youth team. I'm not going to say my uncle's name because it baits out my surname. But my uncle was in the West Ham youth team and the Tottenham youth team. And my uncle is a West Ham fan as well, this uncle that I'm talking about. He played with Frank Lampard Sr., I'm pretty sure, and Paul Ince in the youth team. Not Frank Lampard Sr., sorry. He played with Paul Ince and a West Ham youth team. So that's a fun fact for you. That's the first fun fact of the whole stream. There's going to be a lot more. But yeah, on my dad's side, my uncle used to play for West Ham United. But not professionally in the youth team. I think he got injured or some shit. But yeah, big up Kurt as well. Big up Kurt. I only went to West Ham Old Stadium 5 times. I don't like your current stadium. No one does. Not even our fans do. But big up Kurt, fam. But yeah, where was I? Yeah, my uncle used to play for West Ham, bruv. So, moving on, still in primary school and stuff. I passed SATs and all that.